Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala ali sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa barik wa sallim. Assalamu alaikum dear student. Today we will discuss some questions regarding the topic space physics. These questions are from past paper. So let's start. The question number 1. The statement of the question number 1 part A is state in order the name of the 3 planets closest to the sun. As we know that the first three planets which are close to the sun are Mercury, then number 2 is Venus, and number 3 is Earth. The part A is first we have to write the name of the planet closest to the sun, which one is a Mercury, and the farthest from these 3 planets from the sun is our Earth. So our answer is Mercury and Earth. Part B, question number 1, part B, define light year. Dear students, keep in mind one thing, light year is not a time, it is the distance. It is the distance traveled by the light in a vacuum in 1 year. So our answer is the distance traveled by the light in a vacuum in the time of 1 year. Now question number 1 part C. The statement of part C is Jupiter is 7.8 10 raised per 11 meter from the sun. The speed of light is 3.0 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Calculate the time for the light to travel from sun to the Jupiter. This is very simple question. We have to find the time. As we know that the formula for speed is distance over time. From this formula, the time is equal to distance over speed. So by putting the value of distance and speed, the velocity in this formula, we will get the time taken. So by putting these values, we will get the answer, that is 2600 second, or you may write it as 2.6 10 raised per 3 second. Now question number 2, part A. The statement of part A is the time taken for the Mars to orbit the sun is 690 Earth days. Average orbital radius of Mars is 2.28 times per 8 kilometer. An Earth day is 24 hours. Calculate the average orbital speed of Mars in kilometer per second. Dear students, we know that the formula for the orbital speed is V is equal to 2 pi r over t. 2 pi r over t, where r is the radius and t is the time period in which the Mars complete its one rotation. So by putting the value in this formula, we have, dear students, the time which is 690 Earth day, and we know that in a day on Earth we have 24 hours. When we convert when we convert into second, we have to multiply it by 3600 or 60 into 60, and our final answer is 24 kilometer per second. This part B, state the shape of the orbit in a planet. Dear students, we know that the orbits of the planets are elliptical, not a circular. Part C is light from a distant galaxy is redshifted. Number 1, explain what is meant by redshift. Dear student, keep in mind, redshift It is a phenomena in which the light coming from the source or from the galaxies move away from the observer. As the galaxy or the source of light or object move away from the observer, its wavelength increases, its frequency decreases. So the shifting of the light source or galaxy away from the observer or from Earth is known as redshift. Its second part is state the quantity that the redshift of a galaxy is used to calculate. This is very simple answer. That is a speed or velocity. Question number 3. Part A. Figure 3.1 represents the Earth and the Sun at one point in the Earth's orbit of the Sun. The statement of the question is, explain the apparent daily motion of the Sun across the sky. Actually, the apparent daily motion of the Sun across the sky is due to the Earth's rotation on its axis. As the Earth spins on the different part of the Earth, there is a daylight, but the other part of the Earth are in darkness. This creates an illusion that Sun is moving from east to west in a day. In the morning, Sun rises from the east and reach at its peak point at noon, and in the evening the sun set in the west. This motion of the sun in the sky takes place after every 24 hours, and the major cause of the daily motion of the sun is the rotation of the earth. Actually, earth rotates and it appears that sun is moving from east to west. So we will write the answer as this daily motion of the sun. This is due to the earth's rotation on its axis. As the earth spins, this creates the illusion of the sun moving from east to west in the sky, and this repeats every 24 hours, causing the daily motion of the sun. The question number 3, part B. List the 4 planets closest to the sun in order to their distance from the sun. 1 is done for you. Dear students, as we know the order-wise name of the planets, so the first 4 planets closest to the sun are number 1 Mercury, number 2 Venus, number 3 Earth, and number 4 Mars. So our answer is number 1 Mercury, number 2 Venus, number 3 Earth, and number 4 Mars. Question number 3, part C. The sun mostly consists of 2 elements. State the 2 elements. As we know that there is a nuclear fusion reaction take place in the sun, and in fusion reaction 2 isotopes of hydrogen fuse together and helium is formed. So 2 elements are helium and hydrogen. We may write first hydrogen, then helium, or first helium, then hydrogen. Question number 3, part D. The sun is a star in a galaxy. State the name of the galaxy. As we know that the name of our galaxy is Milky Way. So our answer is Milky Way, and we will write the answers like this. The answer for part C and D are shown. Question number 4. Figure 4.1 shows the sun and the 4 innermost planets A, B, C, and D of the solar system. Part A is, in the table 4.1, write the name of the innermost planets. One is done for you. Dear students, as we know that the innermost planets which are close to the sun are Mercury, then we have a Venus, number 3 Earth, and number 4 is Mars. So we will write the name of these 4 planets in the table. The answer is planet A is Mercury, planet B is Venus, planet C is Earth, and D is Mars. Question number 4, part B. Describe how the 4 innermost planets of the solar system were formed. Friends, the 4 innermost planets of our solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, which are formed through the process called accretion. In planet formation, the joint clouds of gas and dust, which is called a solar nebula, collapsed under its own gravity. As it collapsed, it begins to spin and flatten into a disk. In the center, where the most mass gathered, the sun ignited, while in the disk particles collided and struck together, forming a larger and larger bodies. Over the time, which this converted into a rocky planet. So we can say that the formation of planets is due to the process of accretion and gravitational force of attraction. Now we will write our answer like this. The answer is, the 4 innermost planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are formed through the process of accretion. Giant clouds of gases and dust collapsed under its own gravity and began to spin. The most mass is gathered at the center due to gravity and its gravitational force of attraction. And over the time, this grew into a rocky planets. Now question number 5, figure 5.1 represent the part of the solar system. Dear students, in figure 5.1, sun and 8 planets are shown. The question is, state the name of planet A and the name of the planet B. In the diagram, the name of the planets are shown except planet A and planet B. Planet A is the closest planet to the sun and planet B is at 4th number. So as we noted, the closest planet is Mercury. At number 4, the planet is Mars. So planet A is Mercury and planet B is Mars. Question number 5a, part 2. On the figure 5.1, draw an X to represent a moon of the Jupiter. Draw a line to show how this planet moves. Dear students, to solve this question, we will draw a circle around a planet Jupiter and show the position of the moon on this circle, because the moon orbits around the planets. So our answer is as shown. Now the third part, state 2 way in which 4 planets nearest to the sun are different from the 4 planets farthest away from the sun. Dear students, as we have discussed, the innermost planets are rocky and the outermost planets are gaseous. The first difference between the 4 planets nearest to the sun and farthest away from the sun is the nearest to the sun planets are rocky and farthest away from the sun planets are gaseous. And number 2, the nearest to the sun planets are small in size, but the planets farthest away from the sun are very, very large in size. Now the fourth part. First blank we will write the Milky Way, and in the second blank we will write the word universe. Now question number 5, part B. The distance between sun and the earth is 1.5 10 raised to power 11 meter. The speed of an electromagnetic wave is 3.0 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Calculate the time taken for the electromagnetic wave to travel from the sun to the earth. Dear student, as we know that the speed is equal to distance over time. V is equal to d over t. From this, t is equal to d over v. The time is equal to distance divided by speed or velocity. So by putting the value in this formula, we will get our answer. When we divide the distance by time, our answer is 500 seconds. Dear student, this is the first part of the video. In this part, we have solved 5 questions. Inshallah, in the next part, we will complete our worksheet. Take care. Allah Hafiz.